Hey everyone, this is Tim, and before continuing on today's food adventure, I'd like to thank Magic Spoon for sponsoring today's video. On the food adventures and the videos, I'm really grateful to get to visit and experience some of the amazing meals, some of which are a bit extravagant and sometimes not that healthy. But rest assured, as some people have asked, I don't eat like this every day, and at home, I eat relatively healthy, trying to avoid the sugars and also limit the carbs. But sometimes you do have that craving for the familiar comfort food. Nothing as comforting nor nostalgic as a nice bowl of cereal. And I'm happy to say with Magic Spoon, I am having the best of both worlds. A familiar tasty treat that's high in protein and only 4 grams of net carbs per serving, 0 sugar. And there are so many varieties, from cocoa to peanut butter to fruity and frosted. My favorite are the peanut butter and the cocoa. And for me, it's always a little bit of milk first. Some half and half to make it extra special. I'm not sure if you agree, but this controls how much milk is combined with the cereal. And my favorite, the cocoa, wonderful loops of chocolatey goodness, and a fantastic treat, and a wonderful ratio of milk to cereal. Very good, and a perfect start to the day or a fantastic snack. And when you're on the go, the Magic Spoon cereal treats makes a perfect high protein snack, offering 11 grams of protein with only 1 gram of sugar for every bar. And the folks at Magic Spoon were kind enough to offer a promotion. Use my code TimLee or click the link in the video description to try the Magic Spoon cereal or the Magic Spoon treats today and get $5 off. You can also find Magic Spoon on Amazon or at your nearest grocery store. And in fact, the team at Magic Spoon are so sure you'll love their product that they are offering a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund your money, no questions asked. So give it a try. Click the link in the description to go to magicspoon.com/TimLee or scan the QR code that's on the screen right now to get $5 off. That again is magicspoon.com/TimLee or scan the QR code on the screen to get $5 off. And by the way, the reason I love cocoa is when all is said and done and the cereal is all finished, you are left with a spot of chocolate milk. Very good. And thank you again to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this video. And with that, we'll continue our food adventure from the gloomy day in Vancouver as we move on to a similar and worst weather in Taipei. What a wet, rainy day here in Taipei. And hey everyone, this is Tim, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're keeping dry because it is pouring rain here. But that's not gonna let me down. In fact, it's kind of a blessing because today I thought we'd try some different types of food in Taipei. I've been trying a lot of the buffets here, which were excellent, as were the touristy places like Din Tai Fung, as well as the night markets. But it might be nice to try places where the locals eat. So today I thought we'd try something different. My good friend Ronald sent me a little poster, and this is featuring the Nvidia CEO Jensen Huang, where he's kind of like the rock star of Taiwan. Every place he goes to eat, people follow. So there's a list of places that he would recommend. So I thought it might be nice to give some of those a try. And also, they're not very expensive, but they are popular, so it gets pretty busy. In fact, many places he recommends, they kind of shut down and turn into private dining because of all the popularity. So just got some shelter here. So I thought we'd give some of the inexpensive local favorites a try, and also try some of the more unique, luxurious places here in Taipei. So it'll be a food adventure for all. So I can't wait to get started. But first, I think we need to start the day with some breakfast, and it's right up over there. Oh, and even with the rain, there is a line. Okay, so that is one of my favorite things. That is a Chinese donut, or what they call a yao tiao. All right, grab one of these. There we go. All right, let's see. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. Hey, okay. Okay. Oh, thank you. Oh, nice to get a seat and something warm for breakfast. This is soya milk, and this is spicy and savory, and of course warm with a bit of soggy Chinese donut. Very luscious, very warm and comforting. A bit of pickled vegetables, some freshness of the scallions. Very nice. Definitely one of the favorites. And the other favorite, the hot, crispy, fried Chinese donut. Give it a dunk. And such a beautiful breakfast. Very crispy, but very light, not doughy at all. It's like little puffs of crispness, but tender and elastic on the inside. Love something crispy and crunchy in the morning, as well as something soft and savory as well. So I'll finish this up and we'll visit some of the recommendations from Jensen Huang, and it's going to be a lot of food. A really satisfying meal, and under $1, I can't think of anything better. And after finishing up and returning the tray to wash up, we are off for some Taiwanese noodles. So with the rain, I decided to take the Uber, and because of the downpour, the roads were clear. And now we have arrived. This is the first spot, and it is called Beef Noodle House. It's got a Chinese name right over there where there's a big lineup, and it looks like even the rain doesn't deter the crowds. All right. Okay, all right, so let's head on over and try Jensen Huang's spot number 1. And I think there is a lineup that is stretching for a while, because I'm just checking on the news that he was here yesterday or a day before. So I think that's what got people excited, and it's all on the news. All right, so the back of the line. But first, we make our way inside to register and to order.
排队，
Yeah,
然后
对。
等30分钟。
哦，谢，很好。啊
你选好单独给前面，
，OK
选好给前面。
OK
啊，那你是21号。
21. Okay. So thanks to the wisdom of the crowds and the helpful folks, I've ordered the noodles here and a dumpling. And this is like a madhouse in here.
好，选好了。那等下会叫21号。
21. Okay. Okay. 我要个 dumpling and then the Jensen Huang.
你一个人哎，
一个人。
这个太多了。
And they were kind enough to mention that I've ordered too much.
Oh,
okay.
这个不要。
Okay.
然后吃这个。
Okay.
吃5个，然后
Okay.
吃一个面啊。
谢谢. With a bit of adjustment to the menu, we are ready to wait. All right, so now we wait 45 minutes. Oh, okay. So this is pretty interesting. People are coming up and just asking if this is Jensen Huang's place. Hey.
想一下。
啊，谢谢。
牛筋卖完了，只剩下牛肉面，吃牛肉好不好？
哦
好不好？
OK
可以哈，好，来坐这里。
OK，
这里是
没有
桌
没有那个
没有筋的，
没有这个
没有半筋的，
啊
没有牛肉。
OK
但这里是12桌之一，12桌之一。
啊
好
OK 没关系。So finally we have a table here. And it is crazy busy. And nothing like a nice cup of tea after that long wait. Oh, and it's a cold tea. My mistake. This is a beautiful plum juice. Nice and soothing. And very refreshing from the heat. So I think we've got all the condiments here. And some of the hot sauce that you help yourself too. So a bit of bad news. They ran out of the tendon, so the half beef, half tendon. I think they ran out, so it's all beef, which is not a bad situation to have. And now you can see everything is filled. Those were some of the people who helped me out with the ordering, so really grateful for that. So always nice to get to connect and chat with people, and I gotta say, folks here in Taiwan, extremely friendly, and as usual, as good as the food is, it's the people that makes it special. And I can see people just helping themselves to the dishes and the drinks. Just check it out. Okay, so this is the plum juice, and this is the one I got from the fridge. Oh, this is even better and exactly what I needed. This is a cold herbal tea, and in Taiwan, where it is hot and humid outside and freezing cold with the air conditioning in the inside, you do need something soothing. Oh, and I'm not sure if you can see, but there is grass jelly in there as well. Oh, really nice. Oh, 谢谢. And lo and behold, our noodle has arrived. This is nice and warm, and believe it or not, they've only opened for about an hour or so, and already they've ran out of the tendons. But let's give this a try. The noodles first. Actually, I gotta say, there is a nice chew to the noodles, but ultimately it is that broth that is so flavorful, and you can tell this has been cooked for a long time because it's nice and sticky and tacky with a beautiful mouthfeel. Luscious, sticky, tacky soup, and let's try the beef. All right. So I had the Taiwanese beef noodle soup at Din Tai Fung, and while I thought that was very good, this is stellar. Just as tender, just as delicate, but so much more flavor. Oh, beefy goodness. So we're gonna try everything together. Oh, and it just breaks apart. Beautiful beef, some soup, a bit of noodles. While we're eating, something new has arrived to the table. These are the dumplings, and originally I ordered the big dumpling in soup with 10. The server was kind enough to suggest that that might be too big, so order 5 instead. A bit of hot sauce. Cheers. Oh. Amazing dumpling, nice and juicy filling, all the way full, but it is the wrapper that is nice and delicate, very thin skinned, good for dumplings, not for people. Very good. So there is a huge lineup of people. So I'm going to quickly finish this off and enjoy this meal so that other people will have a chance to try it. Just the plum tea, very good. And I'll take you back for the next place on the list.
A great recommendation with great food and a wonderful atmosphere with great people. Dumplings disappeared, as did the noodles. Very flavorful broth. So the recommendations from Jensen, so good so far. And next, a bit of a ride for some stewed pork hock and some traditional Taiwanese eats.
So the noodles were absolutely amazing, and this is place number 2. And do you know why I know? Okay, because there, once again, is a lineup. All right, let's take a look. All right, let's get in line. So I can't really read Chinese, but in the English translation, this is A5 Wagyu, known for their pork trotters. And I think the reason it's busy is you see Jensen in the news again, and I think he visited here a day or two ago. Hence the line. Hi, 你好，一个人，有没有那个？
So while not knowing the language very well, I ordered through pictures and a lot of pointing.
一个。哦，对，可以一个。Yeah， 谢谢。Hi， 你好。我有一个。谢谢。Thank you. Oh wow, thank you. So not as busy as the wait as the noodle place, but this pork hock place is certainly hopping, and I think they sold out of some of their marinated items. But I do see the pork hocks over there, which I ordered. And let me show you the room. Lots of people, but more importantly, the air conditioning. Oh, 谢谢. Yeah, 是我.
你有瓶饮料吗？
啊
Drink.
Yeah, drink. 谢谢. Nice to have a can of ice cold tea. Not sweet at all. And this is what we have. So my neighbor has the veggies and the tofu. I have the bamboo and the pork hock and this gorgeous looking rice. And it's always fun to see what other people are eating. But they are known for their trotters. So let's give this a try. Very gelatinous. It just melts in your mouth. I gotta say, very tender, very gelatinous-y, almost creamy in a good way next to the rice. And that is looking so good. Nice and glistening with the pork fat and the pork sauce all together. It just melts in your mouth. And there are almost as many cooks as there are customers. Nothing like a beautiful bowl of rice cooked to perfection. And my goodness, more of this glistening, sticky, tacky trotter with a bit of bamboo. A very good light lunch. Always nice to have everything all together. Gelatinous pig trotters. And the bamboo. Very good. And this whole meal, the bamboo, the trotters, the rice, the drink, about 180 Taiwanese dollars, which is like $5. Pretty incredible. So I'll finish this off, and I can't wait to visit some other places, hopefully smaller portions.
As full as I was able to finish it, and it was absolutely delicious. But I was rolling out of there. And upon exiting, we see the hardworking chefs.
Oh, 对不起.
And one last glance at the amazing stews. And missing the Uber because of the food coma, I quickly caught up as we go to Jensen's spot number 3, sticky rice dumplings.
So this is the third place, and I'm trying to keep track. Yes, this is the third place. Really enjoyed the rice and the pork, and this is something different. This is, while it's similar with the rice, this is rice dumpling. This is what they call Zongzi, and like little packets of sticky rice. So once again, there is a line here because it is popular. And just going through the reviews, I believe it's a fish ball soup, the rice, the sticky rice packets, like what they're having here, and seems a bit. Seems you'll get full on this. Thank goodness they have pictures. 谢谢. Oh. 一个 and 一个 yeah 谢谢.
你呢？
Oh, okay.
会没有人
Oh, thank you. My goodness, little dishes here and there certainly gets you full. And at the other place with the pork trotters and the pork hocks, I was eyeing my neighbor's soup, and going in from the warm, humid outside to the cold and dry inside, it really gets your throat and gets it dry. So something soothing like a bowl of soup is a perfect remedy to that. And this is fish ball, and these are daikon. So maybe a bit of daikon first.
A very flavorful broth, nice and light, but refreshing, and a little bit of sweetness and cooling from the daikon. I'm gonna try the fish ball. It is massive. It's a good fish ball. Nice and dense. It's actually a bit on the sweet side, and you can certainly taste the flavors of the fish. The fish meatball, not my favorite, but definitely the soup is wonderful. And what this place is known for is the rice. And let's do a cross section for you. Chopsticks, crossing them. Oh, there we go. So, what you can see there is a roasted stewed chestnut, the sticky rice, the pork, more pork meat, and I believe this is my favorite part. They always put a bit of the pork fat on there, and this actually is a favorite part. Nice and gelatinous, perfect pork fat. And that just melts in the mouth. Wonderful sticky rice and a luscious fatty pork. And this one has a bit of meat on it as well. So a perfect combination. So if you haven't tried the sticky rice packets, give it a try. The wrap in bamboo, and this is already undone. But stuffed with fillings from peanuts to pork and everything in between. Nice and savory. And of course, oh, sorry, knocked you around there. This is a chestnut. A unique texture, but peanuts and chestnuts in the savory wraps, aren't my favorite. But definitely the sticky rice and the pork. Really nice. So this is Wangjing rice dumpling, and I'm just reading it off here, Wangji rice dumpling. And again, this is 140 Taiwanese dollars, which is $4 or $5. So really incredible prices, great street food, a very nice atmosphere as well, with guests enjoying their meals inside and the hardworking folks on the outside, and just a bit of soup. Very good. So I'll finish this off, and gosh, I'm really getting full, and we still have the dinner as well. So again, this is going to be more street food, affordable, great tasting items. Dinner is going to be a little bit different, a little bit more upscale, and we'll see which one you prefer. But for now, I'll finish this off and I'll take you back. Hopefully I don't get too full.
And as much as I would love to continue on Jensen's roadmap to culinary greatness, I needed to take a little bit of a nap. And as afternoon turns into evening, we are off to a rather different place, traversing the busy traffic in Taiwan. Our dinner will be a contrast from the tasty, humble comfort food from Jensen's roadmap to a rather fancy Michelin-rated restaurant up in one of these towers. This is Ukai, a fine Japanese restaurant. Let's go.
So that was a lot of food, and 2 or 3 or 4 places I really needed a nap. I don't know how Jensen Huang can eat so much, and they were delicious though. But after a good rest, the rain has let up a little bit, and I am actually here under the Taipei 101 tower, and next to it is another tower. And I'm pretty excited because we are going to go up to one of the towers for another meal, but this isn't street food. I think this is more of a plated, more luxury type style. So it's kind of nice to compare and contrast the two. So really grateful that you can join in the evening. And I believe this place is called Ukai. So it's Japanese with teppanyaki and or a plated table service. So I made a reservation, and it's on the 46th floor. Come on, let's go in and have a good meal. And it is in the Breeze building. And oh, geez, you know, when there's 2 options, the right or the left, chances are, most of the time, I choose the wrong one. Let's go in. Oh, thank you so much. So I arrived a little early and very elegant here.
With not only a gorgeous interior, but a beautiful exterior of Taipei at night.
And the hardworking bar staff on the right. So after the sip of tea, our table is ready. Thank you so much. An elegant open kitchen with the chef's heart at work. And here you don't get a menu, you get the chef bringing out the ingredients of what the dinner will consist of, from the wide-eyed fish, to the abalone, to the massive pen-shell clam, and the lively Hokkaido crab. And look at this. This is an A5 Wagyu filet. Don't let that fool you. There's not a lot of fat, but believe me, it will be tender. And now our courses come, starting with the razor clam, beautifully cooked in a nice jelly of citrus. That was the appetizer of food. And now for the appetizer of drink, a cocktail. This is a lychee, rose water, cranberry, beautifully foamy with the egg white. And this is much too pretty to drink. But lo and behold, their signature dish. This is a simple dish of tofu and potato. Tofu is made in-house. Very simple, very elegant, but so decadent. Nice and custardy, silky and smooth. And now this is smoked bonito, beautifully seared, a bit of grainy mustard to complement and give it a kick. This is the star of the show. This is the Hokkaido crab, shabu shabu style. The chef is preparing a cornel of crab. This is a crab meatball, delicately poached, and the Hokkaido crab leg, poached as well. And this is the final dish and one of my favorite dishes. The crab is incredibly fresh, and that crab meatball, absolutely luscious. And while I didn't really enjoy the fish meatball earlier in the day, this crab meatball is absolutely exquisite. And the hosts, Stephen and Tomoko, mentioned that the crab broth is the star of the show, and I can't agree more. Very light, very smoky, warms you up really well, but luckily we have the cocktail to cool you down. And just when you're cool enough, this is abalone in a 250-degree stone pot, boiling hot. Beautiful textures, a stew of leek. And now to cool things down, a wonderful cold dish of soba noodles. As simple as it is, chef has perfected it. And it was slurpalicious good. Now we have come to the star of the show. This is the A5 Wagyu filet. And you can see chef grating some fresh wasabi to accompany the beef. And while this looks lean, this is absolutely heavenly. Meaty, fatty, melts in your mouth, very deceiving. Possibly the best Wagyu dish I've ever had. So if you're here in Taipei, this dish is worth the price of admission. Really delicious there. And finally, this is our uni course, and this is extra. Tomoko asked me if I wanted the uni sashimi or the uni tempura. I didn't want to choose, so I chose both. Starting with the uni sashimi, light, delicious, strong, sweet, pungent flavors of the sea, and fresh at the same time. Next came the uni tempura, nice and crispy, but definitely not as good as the uni sashimi. And at this point, this is when I felt it. I think I hit the wall. I just could not eat anything more. But that's okay, we pushed through because there weren't many dishes left. A beautiful rice course with the wide-eyed fish, a bit of miso soup for some comfort, beautiful rice, and beautiful fish. And finally, Stephen and Tomoko cleared the dishes, and now it's time for dessert. And we've got one of 3 to choose from. So I ended up choosing the chiffon cake, thinking it was light and small. I was half right. It was not small, but it was incredibly light. Tastes like an absolute cloud. Bit of miso and soba flavors, some ice cream, some crumble. And as you can see, the cake crumbles and breaks apart with ease. So finally, we have finished our meal, and it was a great day of eating, from the breakfast to the Jensen Huang's recommendation to Ukai's Omakase, or they call it kapku, which is a chef-inspired, chef-served dish. Absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for joining. And let me know which you prefer. Do you prefer the breakfast, or do you prefer Jensen's choices with the street food? Or do you prefer the UK higher end fine dining dishes? And that was pretty expensive. That was about, I think it was about 5,000 Taiwanese dollars, which is about 180, almost $200. So it is up there, but you do, the quality of the ingredients are there. So thank you so much for joining, and what a nice way to end the evening. I am at Bar Without, and really fantastic people here, like Yuxing, concocting all the cocktails with expert care. And it was really kind of her. Not only is she making all the great cocktails, but she also had me try one of Taiwan's most popular wines. And this wine represents the spirit of Taiwan, very strong and very warm. And Yushin has concocted a beautiful cocktail here. This is what they call an elder fashion, with flavors of mezcal, elderflower. Oh, that is strong, but not as strong as a Taiwanese wine, but you can certainly taste the mezcal, the elderflower, very herbaceous, very refreshing, and very cold. And what a nice way to cap off the evening. So thank you so much for joining, and let me know which you prefer from all the restaurants, and really nice to explore. And what a great way to spend a rainy day than with a lot of food and a lot of drinks. So thank you so much again for joining, and until we see each other again, I hope you're keeping well, I hope you're traveling well, and I hope you're eating well. Cheers to you. Very nice. So until we see each other again, good night and God bless.